was great. It was good. I've never, well, it's the second time that I've played in Greece, so I'm still getting used to the Greek crowd compared to the other parts of Europe. The space was really good and it sounded really good, and yeah, it was great. Oh no, I wish. I can't really. I really want one. I really want a dog and a cat, but it would just not be nice because they would not be walked very often and they would be alone quite a lot of the time because I have to travel a lot. Yeah, yeah, but I live in a flat, so it would have to be a cat, like an indoor cat, because I don't know if I would. I mean, although cats are alright going outside by themselves, aren't they? They're fine. But I don't know, I hear like a lot of foxes at night, and that's because there's lots of foxes in London, like urban foxes, but they're everywhere. And when they have sex, they make really loud noises. It's really, really scary. Like the first time I heard it, I was like, oh my God, is someone being mugged or something? And I just get paranoid that if I had a cat and it was like wandering outside, I'd get scared that a fox would attack it or something. I don't know. Ooh. In Sydney, I think, that I can remember, it was like a random warehouse where there was just like loads of kind of naked hippies. But it was kind of like a squat party basically, because the license laws in Sydney are really, really, really strict. So most parties there are like illegal raves, and I accidentally drank. Well, I spat it out. I accidentally drank fluid, like the fluid that goes into the smoke machine, because it was in a Coke bottle. So I just drank it, and then I was like, this tastes like weird, and then I realized that it was really chemically and it was like oily, and then it just went, and it was that's my memory of the party. But it was it was a really good party. It was just very sweaty and strange, and kind of no windows, no ventilation. Everybody was like half naked. Good.
Proper rave then.
Yeah, yeah. But slightly different, because I'm used to those kinds of raves. In the UK, there's a lot of those, but this was kind of weirder for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I was just in a different land. Yes, yeah. But it's not necessarily the music scene, it's more like the overall vibe of the place. So cultural in more ways than just music, like art and like just everything, which is why I really like living in London, because it's, I don't know, this sounds really corny, but you can kind of feel the vibe, like the multiculturalism, which then brings lots of elements from different cultures together in this kind of melting pot of like amazing fashion history and like art history, and it's just, and you can kind of feel that when you're in a place, and I do look for that, but it's not necessarily music specifically. I don't know really. I mean, I'm like, because I started DJing when I was quite young, but I didn't ever think that it would be a possibility for me to do this as a thing. It kind of just happened really. It wasn't like, oh, these are my aspirations. It was just like, I kind of just started DJing more and more as a hobby, and then it kind of became more than a hobby. And then before I knew it, I was working in a record shop, and then I was being encouraged by the person who runs the record shop, Chris, to make music, and then I was like, oh, maybe I will make music. And then
Idle Hands.
Yeah, Idle Hands, Chris Farrell. So it was kind of just like it was a hobby that then just through life and because of the things that happen to you in life, became my job. It was kind of really organic, I think. I don't think I know it was. My last Idle Hands 12, Make Time, and then the other side, which is called Thoughts. Yeah, but I like the other one. I like Make Time. I like it a lot, but I like Thoughts because it's not kind of what I normally make, and it was nice just stepping into a different direction. Oh, and also one that I made, which is again not my normal direction. That's on that compilation. That Object compilation, you know, the Kern Volume 3 compilation. I forgot the name of it. Yeah, but I don't know the name of the tune. Do you know the name of it? I can't remember.
Object?
No, it's my tune, but I don't know if I got the name of it. It was on the Object Kern, yeah, Trezor thing. But I like that one too, but I forgot the name of it. I'm not by any means kind of like a purist of anything. I like different things. I think, I don't know, like I've spoken to people who like, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, I just really like using the presets of this synth, and they're like, you just presets, and I'm like, yeah, they sound great, and like I'll obviously do stuff to them, but to me it's kind of showing me the potential of that particular synth, so why not? And it's like, I'll obviously like manipulate everything, and I have a really short attention span, so if I have to sit in front of something that's analog where you have to just spend ages trying to make one sound, I just get really bored. So I kind of need like instant results, instant vibes. Book. I'm gonna call it book.
Yes, that's a good question. How do you...
Oh, literally, absolutely no thought goes into it whatsoever.
How do they come from?
I'm really bad, like actually one of the reasons I don't sing more in my tracks, because I like singing, is because I'm really bad at making lyrics. So I have the same problem when I name tracks.
Just have a look around.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be like, oh, it's a cup there. But then I always come up with something like, Lumi is what I played in Helsinki, and it was snowing, and the word for snow in Finnish is lumi, so I thought that was quite nice. That's a more thoughtful one. But most of them are just, I don't know, they're not really very. Like one that's called Result was it was the first tune that I actually finished, so I was like, Result. I called it Result. Very creative in that respect. Basically, the kind of daytime activities is discogs, shopping, food shopping, eating, emails, just all the things, and sometimes exercise. And then in the evening, I eat and chill, basically. I need chill time. I really need time to relax. If I don't get it, I get really stressed. I don't know, it depends on I like going to shops, but it depends on the shop, because when there's too much stuff, when there's like, you know shops where you have to really work to find something good, because of my attention span, I get really impatient, and if I don't find something quickly, I just get really frustrated, and I'm just like, I'm bored. So I like finding out about shops, and just, because I really love secondhand shops, I like just making sure that I already know that it's like a well-curated secondhand shop, and then like I'll just, you know, be in heaven and it's great. But yeah, so it's either that with secondhand shops, kind of trying to find shops that are kind of, that have, I don't know, well-curated really.
Otherwise it feels good.
Yeah, or a shop which has a lot of music from that area. Do you know what I mean? Because then you're going to listen to a lot of different sounds anyway, like from like see if you're in South America or something like that. I'm not going to be like, oh, is this shop well curated? Do you know what I mean? Just like I'll probably go to the shop anyway. But I quite like just discogs, because so you can just click away and just find so many different things, and it's just like this world of like possibilities, and it's just quite exciting. I also get bored.
I think it amplifies the experience.
Yeah. I sometimes it's nicer to have the physical experience, but I need to think about things a little bit more when I'm buying something. And when you're in a record shop and you listen to like 10 really bad songs, and then you listen to one song that is kind of good, you're going to be like, this is great, because you've just listened to 10 bad songs. But then you get home and you're like, this is not that great. It just sounded really great after listening to all these bad songs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good point to end this.
Do you have another hour?